was in.
There's a state that's utterly free. Sweden's a country that's a very successful brand. It sells itself on prosperity, advanced technology, socially progressive values. It all makes for a very successful picture which the rest of the world largely buys. But is that really the whole story? What we're going to do is peer behind the facade, beyond the image that Sweden projects to the outside world. It's a country where the elites is very powerful, and they push through an ideology at all costs that includes multiculturalism and mass immigration, over the heads of what the little people think. Mass immigration might not work. Even if it did work, it would change Sweden beyond recognition. The fact is, most people did not vote for it. It's been imposed from above.
Malmö, the canary in the coal mine. At a certain point in time, the world was like kind of a beautiful place. And this is what I'm offering. I translated it in Arabic.
المرحلة الأولى. هذه المرحلة مخصصة للبحث ومراجعة الدراسة التي تؤدي إلى تخطيط الطاقة على المستوى الفيدرالي وكذلك التخطيط البيئي. المرحلة الثانية توفر قائمة بتقنيات الطاقة الممكنة التي يمكن تثبيتها في المنطقة. المرحلة الثالثة مراجعة الموارد من أجل الحصول على بيانات عن الموارد المتاحة في ولاية فيدرالية وفصل بين نفايات ومخلفات النفايات المختلفة المتوفرة للفرز. استرداد الحرارة وإعادة تدوير المواد وخفض انبعاثات غازات الدفيئة. المرحلة الرابعة وضع خطة استدامة للموقع الذي تمت دراسته، أي تحديد مستوى استهلاك الطاقة الحالي وإسقاط الاستهلاك في المستقبل وإسقاط الوفرات المحتملة في الطاقة من خلال قياس الحفظ الطاقة والموارد وإسقاط برامج تطوير الطاقة المتجددة والإسقاط للاستراتيجيات البيئية المحتملة التي يمكن وضعها موضع التنفيذ. المرحلة الخامسة وضع رابطة بين الغذاء والطاقة والبيئة من خلال عدة مراحل تتضمن ربط الاستراتيجيات المختلفة في النظام المدمج. المرحلة السادسة تحديد مصادر الطاقة المتجددة المتاحة ومساحة الأرض المتاحة لإنتاج الطاقة المتجددة وكمية الطاقة المتجددة التي يمكن استخراجها سنويا. المرحلة السابعة جدولة التحويل الكامل للطاقة المتجددة عند تحويلها إلى بنى تحتية كبيرة جدا وكذلك تحليل التكاليف. المرحلة الثامنة التحليل الاجتماعي السياسي لقبول هذه التقنيات في الستراتوسفير.
I arrived with this project, with this idea, and so far I think I have to assess. Probably what I could logically feel is that they put like a secure perimeter around this place, and before my arrival it was a war situation. It wasn't like that they were like a party, a farewell party in here, because someone was present in here during summer 2017, or way more. So there are people who commit some type of money laundering by proposing projects on very large geographical area, and they steal the money of that. And I have sent and I have written, and I thought that you know what, maybe or probably that they will come to their senses at one point in time, and I cannot get out like a piece of paper, which is a graduation certificate from the police station or from other station, or that problematic has happened with that. And the reason for that is that the spoiled child didn't want to listen to their parent or to their family craziness. And apparently there are these individuals who are extremely racist and who only understand the language of force, which is basically canvas arm. And this is what I have said and translated it in Arabic.
واحدة من أصعب التحديات التي تواجه عدة مناطق في العالم هي إمكانية البقاء على قيد الحياة مع هذا الاتجاه من التقدم التكنولوجي والنمو الصناعي والكثافة السكنية والانتقال الكامل نحو هدف لخفض متوسط درجة الحرارة العالمية والحصول على بيئة نظيفة.
إمكانية البقاء معناتها survival، معناتها la survie. C'est pas la vie, mais la survie. And I come with all of these logical points. I think people might have been like good enough to just provide me with a certain type of referrals, and it has been a hellish life since ever. Basically, I had like some doctor, like someone in hydraulics or other stuff. Apparently, I never went to Belgium. I didn't apply there. I didn't went to Belgium. I went to Sweden. Apparently there's someone like in hydraulics and other stuff, and apparently, because I understand the law, there has been like one point in time, and that was on the latest on August 21st 2016, where I settled everything and I was just going to move on with my thesis and continuing on, because people had made sure to solve the problem, and the problem has been solved. And these people basically are out to steal from people through basically it's like you need to pay the same amount of fee to each and every individuals who work in the security forces. They just don't have a back, and they just kept me hostage. I would state it probably as a prisoner of war, or there's no war. So yeah, it's taking hostages of someone with, it's in the Geneva Convention, Article 31 and Article 34, coercion and taking of hostages, and apparently this has been basically the situation. And there's like a lot of people who follow this channel, and it's apparently individuals who they don't have ethics. They have a code which is like if you do not get caught, keep on doing what you are doing. And now it's like, okay, I split it up. There's like the sun, then there's Mercury, then there is Venus, then there is Earth, then there is Mars, then there is the belt of rock, Now these individuals have seized and stolen the Swiss passport. Then there's Jupiter. That's the decisions from the ICC during August 2018. Then there is the Saturn, and basically, yeah, and now there is Saturn, and this is basically the Austrian residence permit or something like that. And then we go 8, and that's the thing which are from Canada. Then there is 9, and that's the thing which are from Great Britain. And now they reach into basically committing like a large bank robbery aimed at Danske Bank. I remember the year 2017 and the year 2016, and what I was saying and what I was stating, and basically is like people who have like an ideology of advancing weaponry systems and all of those other stuffs through different means and not advancing noble ideas. I'm doing my best to change that, but apparently the thing with that is that weaponry systems for large vehicles and systems for that are basically protected and people will not harm them, and it's a safe investment. While if you go into food and into energy and into this and into that, it's not a safe investment. People do a lot of things and it's a sick thinking of people. And I worked very hard and I know what I faced, and I highly suspect a lot of individuals, but apparently like even it's like you go and you ask the neighbors what went on, why are you seizing our letters, why are you stealing our money, why are you behaving in this manner. Apparently even like using the authorities, they have some type of familiarity, and I made it as professional as possible. I cannot say that common people like yes, it's like it's still no, there is like it's still not an acceptable behavior for these individuals to have. It's like really the British royal family, the International Criminal Court, the European Court of Human Rights, the Geneva Council on Human Rights. Basically, everyone basically. Syria, and yes, and then they go and they have some type of an. I think this is the situation. They have undercover police officers in certain postal stations, and those officers basically, when they get the letters, they change the address and the name to whom they are forwarded, and then send it out, and they send it out basically, and to defense authorities. They're basically sending troops and sending people without clearance and sending criminals to countries where people are extremely peaceful. They wish to resolve some type of a political crisis. There are like 15 countries in the Security Council. 5 of them are permanent members, while the other 10 are temporary members who are staying there for only 2 years. And this has been the situation, without forgetting the craziness of 1951. So Mercury was the Nobel Prize Committee in Oslo. Venus is the Nobel Prize Committee in Stockholm. Earth is my graduation certificate. Mars, that's the time I applied for entry to the UK. Probably to work there. On Brexit. Not on Brexit, but on a plan that alleviates Brexit, or on the plan that basically sues the British government. And then there is also Neptune, but